Good evening and welcome to our Facebook Live this evening. My name's Jenny McCormack and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire in the UK. Sorry, just trying to position my chair without bumping into the cat. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We're going to be using a new stamp this evening called Full of Love. I've been at our in-person class this afternoon using the Hues of Happiness papers and Happiness Abounds stamp set, and I thought I would have a complete change and do something new and different today, and so we're using this stamp set called Full of Love, which is in the new Annual Catalogue, and it consists of two medium-sized images. One has an envelope with flowers behind it, and then this one here has the back of an envelope with flowers coming out, so a small amount of colouring. And we're just going to stamp this onto a piece of basic white card, which I'm going to layer onto a backing card. Now I happen to have picked out Flirty Flamingo. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay with that or not. And this will fit onto our standard note card, and then I've got an envelope to match. I've also got out this little stamp that's got the flower and the leaf behind it that I'm going to pop on the envelope and probably pop on the inside as well. So let's get an envelope ready. Now I've not used this stamp set before. It literally arrived in a parcel today. So I've just got a piece of scratch paper here. Hi Brenda, good evening to you. I hope you're keeping well and that you've had a good day. So let's just ink this up and have a little trial just on my scratch paper here. So I'm going to use this stamp with this envelope image. I've already popped it onto a block, and I'm just going to ink it up with Early Espresso, which as you know is my go-to ink pad colour. Oh, that's a little bit light, isn't it? And I know this is only scratch paper. Let me switch ink pads. It says. Try this one. I've got kittens rummaging here in the craft room, so all of that rustling that you can hear are the kittens dashing in and out. Right, let's see if that's any better. Yes, that's an improvement. And then I'm going to stamp the image as well. So this one says Sending Love Your Way. And then the other images are Always Grateful for You and Hello There. So my plan is just literally to stamp them like that on my card. Caught the edge a little bit there, got a little bit carried away. And then let's just do this little one as well. So a nice simple card for Tuesday evening. I don't know where the day's gone, I really don't. Perfect. Okay, so those are my just my test ones. I always recommend you test your stamps when they arrive. Hi Wendy and Brenda, I'm glad you've had a good day. Yes, the little cheeky monkeys of kittens are doing well. They are doing well, thanks for asking. Right, so I'm going to use this one again, and I can't remember on which ink pad. I think I've used this one. That looks a bit better. So this is just basic white card, and it's cut to 3 inches by 4.5. Sorry, those are inch measurements. We were chatting about that this afternoon at our class. Okay, so just going to put this fairly central. Hey Cassie. Like so. So that's the image there. You can see that. Hi Monica. Oh Moretta, sorry, I've got my wrong glasses on for seeing the screen. Oh bless. So Moretta's grandson's gone to bed, so waiting for Mum to come and collect. Or come home, maybe you're at Mum's, I'm not quite sure. So I've got Sending Love Your Way, which I'm going to pop on here, like so. So there's my stamped image and my stamped sentiment. While I'm there, I'm going to stamp the inside of the note card. So let's just do that. So a busy week for me this week. We've got our Let's Get Creative all weekend event that starts Saturday and Sunday. It was set up on Friday. And class this afternoon, and we also have the new catalogue launching, our Christmas catalogue. So this is July to December. That launches on the 1st, so I'll be sending catalogues out during the month of July, and if you're at Let's Get Creative at the weekend, you'll be one of the first to get the copy. Which also means, as you know, that our January to June catalogue is retiring. There's lots of great bargains to be had. So you've literally got 2 days. Well, today is 28th, isn't it? 29th, 30th. So you've got between now and Thursday to place any orders for the items which are being discontinued and discounted. Right, I was going to stamp our little flower on the inside. This is a cute little flower with some leaves. I'm going to put one there. I think I might put another one at the top. That's going to be my front there, and that's the inside. So I've got that and that. I know it's quite a long way away for you to see. And then on my envelope, I'm going to pop that there, and then maybe a couple on the back. One. Oh. And 2. Okay, so that's our stamping done, and this is going to be a nice simple card to create. It may be our design for coffee and card this week. So I've got some Flirty Flamingo, which matches our paper, our card. Going to use probably Granny Apple Green for the leaves, and I think I'm going to have one other colour, so maybe these flowers are going to be in Flirty Flamingo. I've got leaves, and then I've got 2 other little flowers, so I'm going to deliberate on that colour wise. Let me just check your comments. I haven't got my phone next to me tonight. Oh, thank you, Moretta, at their house. That makes sense. Am I keeping all the kittens? No, we're keeping one or two. The dog's getting a bit annoyed with them at the minute. They keep hurtling past her. Oh dear, bless her. She's been so good. Right, I've got Dark Flirty Flamingo. So I'm just going to use this here. Yeah, I know. Problem is I can't leave the back door open for the dog because of the kittens. So they're okay if they're shut in the other room. They can have free range in the lounge. But I have to leave the back door open for Cassie to come and go. And that obviously isn't free range for the kittens, because if they go outside, I'm not sure they would come back. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit of detail here, shading, not a great deal. It's not a particularly detailed stamp. I'll colour this in and then lift it up to the screen so you can see it in a bit more detail. There we go. If I just bring that up, you can see that hopefully. Like so. Just going to do the same with these. And there was, I don't know if you saw my comments on Gemini Crafts this morning, a great and very exciting announcement from Stampin Up that we are opening in 2 new countries over here in the Europe region. So we're adding Ireland, so the Republic or Southern Ireland, and also Belgium. So at the moment we are able to sell in Northern Ireland, but not in Ireland itself. So that's very exciting, and that should take place by the end of this year. That's the intention, by the end of 2022. So it's very exciting, especially in this day and age when there's so little positive news. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of a darker granny apple green towards the centres of these leaves, and then I'll use the lighter one to infill. Like so. So if you are after a Christmas catalogue, then make sure you comment or message me that you'd like to receive one. Obviously, if you're a customer of mine and you've purchased in the last 6 months or so, or you come to classes or copy and card, you'll get one anyway. But if you want to be 100% sure, then just comment and let me know that you need one. Okay, I think we'll have a little bit of yellow for these here. So I've got Mango Melody, light and dark, almost like mini tulips. I don't really know what they are. Or just little buds of some kind. Okay. So just colouring those in. Now you could use some little dots as well a dotty stamp like Forever Fern or something if you wanted to soften the edges. I quite like this as a very crisp, clean design. Let's put those back, and those, and I am going to use soft sea foam just to colour in a little bit of this envelope, and then I'm going to decide what colour this front flower is going to be. Blow my little hair out of the way. So I'm just using dark soft sea foam along this edge. And if you see me colour before, I prefer to do this way of adding the depth of colour. So rather than drawing a line down that way, just sort of little brush strokes away from the edge, and then I can add a bit more detail behind these leaves where the shadow would be. If I can see that or not. Okay, I need to put my glasses on to see what you've said. Oh, thank you. Oh, will do, Brenda. Oh, bless you. Yes, kittens are hard work, that is for sure. That is for sure. I mean, they're very good. And I'm very lucky. I have borrowed a playpen from friends, so they can at least be contained, especially because we've got Cassie the dog. They can be contained overnight, and also if I'm not here, because obviously if I'm here I can listen to what's going on. So just adding this in. Sorry, Cassie, you just have to wait a little bit longer. There we go. Okay, so I've got this coloured in, and I'm actually going to use the colour lifter to take some of that out. It's actually come out darker than I expected, and you can just see the back of the envelope through here, so I'm just doing a little bit of the light soft sea foam, like so. There we go. So if I just lift that up, hopefully you can see that detail. There's a little bit in there. And let's open the colour lifter. And just running that along these middle sections, and it will just lighten those a little. What I might have done on balance was just use the light but I'm happy with that as it is. Finally, just going to fill in that last little flower, and maybe I will use Calypso Corals, just a deeper version of that flamingo. I think that would look nice. I don't want to introduce another colour altogether, so just using this in the middle. There we go. And then the light Calypso around it. So a fairly easy stamp and colour. And the masking's all been done for you, so if you're not a fan of sort of masking, then this stamp set has got it all done for you. Like so. And let's just do a little bit of blending of that. And then I'm just going to use that same orange in the middle, so Mango Melody, that's sort of yellowy orange, mango coloured funnily enough, in there, like that. So nice and simple. I'm not going to colour in the inside because that will show through on the back. If I show you there, you'll see how it will show through. So I'm just going to layer this up together. Just bear with me a minute, Cassie. Nearly there. So some glue on the outside. Just making sure I've got that the right way around. Like so. And then that's going to go on the top. And you could pop that up with dimensionals. Just turn this over. Just so I haven't got, make sure I haven't got any ink on it. Just a minute. There we go. So that's just got effectively a half a centimetre gap or 1/8 of an inch between each of the layers. So there's my card like that. And just going to fill in this one here, and then I'm going to go and rescue Cassie. If I can find my flirty flamingo, there it is. And then we're done. So we will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 10 AM UK time, for some more crafting. It might be using this, but using the other stamp and in a different way. Haven't quite decided yet, but I hope you are able to join me if you can. And obviously you can watch any of these on Catch Up and Replay, either here on Facebook or on YouTube. One of the benefits of YouTube is that you can fast forward, so you don't have to listen to me at standard speed. I know quite a few people watch me at 1.5 or 1 1/4 times the speed. And there we go. So there's our envelope. I will do the ones on the back as well. And there's our finished card. sending love your way. Be a nice sentiment for somebody on their own, somebody struggling, having a bit of a hard time at the minute. Let me just lift that up to the screen. There we go. So thank you so much for joining me today. Just smooth that out. There we are. And I look forward to crafting with you maybe tomorrow. So do take care. I shall be here at 10 AM, all being well. I do hope you have a good evening. Don't forget to check out. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, hi, Zana. Don't forget to check out the retiring items. Just go to the website. You can go to Gemini Crafts and click on the How to Shop or the Shop Now, and then you can choose the last chance product list from the top, and that will show you all the items that are still available together with their discounts. Do take advantage. Shout if you need any help or assistance, and I look forward to seeing you really soon. Bye for now. Thanks for your time. Take care.